Enviosity now made a video saying, watch this before Silver Wolf's banner. I have a pretty rough idea because I've heard that lots of like people, especially like free-to-play people like myself, have been like on the fence whether you should get her. Well, I'm not on the fence. I'm dead set on what I want to do with her. But lots of people have been really on the fence about her because if you guys didn't watch the other video, apparently you need lots of like effect hit rate for her, because you want to be able to like proc it like things constantly. But even if you don't, you still have like the light cone, the 4-star light cone that ensnares enemies that lowers their defense by like 12%, I think. So if you put that with her like ult, yeah, the defense rate won't be as much because her skill does like 3 debuffs that it can do, defense, speed, and like attack. It lowers all of them, but the only useful thing there is the defense. I mean, you can go with slow, but I kind of think it's just like a waste, because the defense is overall more damage, really is. Other than that, she's all round just a 5-star Pila. Pila, whatever, doesn't matter. She really is just a 5-star of Pila. And honestly, I think people should be more like dead set on not getting her. Even if you do want all of the characters, she probably will come again, or she could get buffed. It all just depends on how her sales go. But honestly, I do not see the value in her aside from her defense rate. But let's just see what Enviosity has to say, and yeah.
Alright, hello Trailblazers. So Silver's banner is right around the corner. We have a couple days left until 1.1 drops, and a lot of people, myself included, are on the fence on whether we should pull for her.
I've seen lots of talk about it.
Skip. Now, I did end up releasing a video right after the 1.1 dev live stream talking about her abilities, use case scenario, and
Holy
stuff
fuck!
After the
how much damage?
1.1 dev live stream
10,000. Fuck me.
Use case scenario and stuff like that. But I just want to give my brief thoughts on why I wanted to pull for her in the first place, where my mind
how much damage is this gonna do,
and what I have plans for.
Yeah, go for the boss. Go for the boss.
I am a Honkai style content creator, quote unquote, I guess you can say. I
Damn,
do stream
7,000
on Twitch, and I am free to play.
How the fuck does the steal do so much more damage than the ult? I don't understand.
So I can't really get every single character. I can't get Silver, I can't get Luocha, Kafka, and Blade. And
why does it look like it's not on HD? Like, I put it on HD, right? This is supposed to be HD quality. No, don't load now. My Wi-Fi is perfect. There we go.
No,
it's kind of
so I do have
pixelated.
to make my mind up on who I want here and now versus
no, it's fine now.
Who's coming out in the future, and
don't know
hopefully
what that was.
Be able to provide content for all of you guys.
Yeah, that is the problem.
And enjoy. So I'm going to tell you guys where I'm.
What the fuck? 41,000 damage. That is insane. I know the break is in there as well, but what the fuck?
Standing with Silver, if I'm going to be skipping or saving, and hopefully this will
This
clear up
Sushang
other
is
people's minds
crap.
as well, if you guys are also on the fence, much like myself. Alright, so first and foremost, I want to give a big disclaimer on whatever decision I end up going with for Silver. Please don't let that dictate your own decision on rolling for her or not.
I think she is useless.
I only want to provide information so you guys can make more educated and more confident choices on your own. Regardless, I believe you should be pulling for characters that you personally enjoy.
Yeah. I do agree. I thought he was going to say, I do believe you should pull for her, but I'm not going to. I thought that was the route he was going for. If you find a character fun, then yes, pull them. If you like the look of the character, again, pull them. But if you are free to play and you do want the best for your account, I do think that you should not pull for, because she is not going to be that useful.
Experience at the end of the day, so just keep that in mind with everything I'm about to say. Okay, so with all of that out of the way, I want to give my main reason on why I wanted to pull for Silver in the first place. The biggest selling point for her is because she's a very unique character, and that is with her being able to take a character's combat type. Say, for example, I have Su Shang, a physical hunt character.
That will be absolutely useless later on, yes.
Apply that weakness onto the enemy if they don't already have physical as a weakness. There are no other characters like that. I don't really see HoYoverse,
and there won't be any more
characters like
characters
this in Honkai Star Rail for a very long time, if they even have released another character much like Silver.
You don't need it.
Her very unique in that
it's because
aspect.
You don't need it. That's why. That's the
Essentially
main
means
reason why.
You don't have to really build up other characters. So, for example, I'm in Memory of Chaos, right? I am struggling on Memory of Chaos because I don't have an Ice DPS, Yanqing. I could theoretically bring Silver into my party, apply physical weakness onto the enemy.
Then I can understand why you would want to. Like I've said, I can understand some of the reasons why. But as the game goes on and it gets to like Genshin's level, then you won't need it because there's going to be so many fucking characters that has... Like, we're going to eventually get a 4-star DPS, Ice DPS. We are going to. I mean, if you look at Su Shang and Zila, I know Zila is the proper way, but I like the name Sealy because it reminds me of the Sealies from Genshin. So I'm gonna go with Sealy. Because if you look at Su Shang and Sealy, their damage, sure, there is a massive power gap because there is Su Shang is a 4-star and Sealy is a 5-star. Yes. And I can understand why you would want Sealy because she's a quantum main damage dealer, whereas Su Shang is a physical, and sometimes you do need the quantum over the physical. I do understand that. But overall, there is going to be other characters that later on in the game, when you've already started maxing out characters, and it's not going to be that much of a problem in maxing out characters now, she's not going to be needed. She will not be. As of right now, yes, I can see the value in that skill. For instance, if I want to use Genuine, but it is chance based. Like, if I have two lightning characters, once, let's go, Pila, her, and Silverwolf. It is about a 50% chance of me applying lightning to that enemy. Because it could either go ice or quantum as well. That is the problem. If you were able to choose, then her value would go up a teeny bit more. But overall, later on, it won't be necessary. That is my biggest issue with the game, with her. Because she is she's a character for now and not later. So later, you're probably going to regret pulling for her because then you would have been able to have more wishes for, let's say, the new Abundance character, or Kafka, or Blade, or the new characters coming out. So overall, I just think that she is not going to be that useful later on.
And I'll have no problem breaking their shields and swimming right on through. Now, with all of this being said, and as great as that is, there are two sides to this, right? Some people look at it as, okay, it's really good early on because you can technically not have to worry about spending all of your resources building all these different hunt characters and other damage dealers, and you can just use Silver and apply that weakness to the enemy. Easy, right? The other side is, okay, well, the longer the game goes on, the more characters are going to come out, more hunt characters of different types. You will eventually be building your units and getting new units, and that'll help combat the actual Memory of Chaos against enemies who are weak to said element. So depending on how you're looking at it, it's like the whole, is the glass half empty? Is it half full? Depending on what perspective you're looking at Silver, she could either gain value later on or lose value.
No, she will lose value later on.
So for example, even though more characters will come out with Silver, you could still run more team comps with her. It'll be easier to run her in multiple different team comps rather than like pulling a full quantum team comp. We don't have enough quantum characters currently released in the game for her to run in a full quantum team. Maybe you want to run her in a full physical team comp, yeah? So Su Shang, Natasha, and then you have to pick between either Clara or physical main.
But then there's also still a chance of Silver applying Quantum, because it's still chance based. So if you get very unlucky, like myself, that it's probably going to apply Quantum instead of the element that you want.
Main character. If you didn't get lucky like me and you didn't end up getting a Clara, your team comp at the moment would be physical main character with Su Shang, Natasha, and then Silver. So she does get more value later on, in my opinion, because you're able to run more team comps. But I could also see it from the other side of people saying that she technically loses value later on.
She will lose value later on. That's the problem.
Characters coming out, they'll be giving you free characters, and you'll be able to just level those up.
I mean, the next Quantum character, I believe, I don't see it being a hunt. I really don't. I don't see it being an erudition character. So and this and Silverwolf is a nihility. So you're probably not going to get a DPS Quantum character anytime soon. I really don't think so. So I can see if you got Sealy, then I can see the chance of you like wanting to build Silverwolf so you can apply Quantum to enemies that don't have Quantum. You know, I can see the reason why. But overall, I really just don't see the value in that skill later on.
Now, the weakness type being applied to the enemy isn't the only thing that her kit does have. Her ultimate does decrease the enemy's defense,
and that is the only value I see in her.
She has a talent where every time she attacks, there's a percentage chance, like a 60% base chance, to implant a random bug on the enemy. So that bug can be like reducing their attack, their defense, or their speed by certain percentages.
The defense shred is the only value
type, but the weakness type
I see for her
was the huge selling point that I had on Silver. So, putting that into perspective really quick, and this logic that I'm about to throw out could be applied to literally any future character that releases. So, do understand that, right? If you guys are thinking about this, and this is your end game content, your goal. My goal in Honkai Star Rail at the moment, after finishing up the story and running through Simulated Universe and finishing that, is Memory of Chaos. Memory of Chaos is...
I mean, that's the only end game, so yeah. That's the only thing to focus on.
Clear the first 15 stages of Forgotten Halls. It is the stuff that resets every 2 weeks. Now, in Memory of Chaos, you are able to get various rewards like Stellar Jades and credits and other types of XP and resources based off of how many stars you end up getting. Now, currently, I'm only able to get 12 stars out of 30. I could probably push that to 15 out of 30 right before the current reset takes place. You are able to get up to 600 Stellar Jades every 2 weeks, which is essentially 1,200 Stellar Jades every single month, assuming that you're able to 30 star. That means you have to go all the way to floor 10 and get 3 stars on that floor, as well as 3 stars on everything else. So if I wanted to end up pulling for Silver for the sole purpose of just clear Memory of Chaos, since this is kind of the end game content currently in Honkai Star Rail, it would cost, this is worst case scenario I'm going to throw out here, 28,800 Stellar Jades.
Yeah,
That's if you end up going 180 wishes. You go 90 wishes, you lose your 50-50, you go another 90, and then you end up getting Silver. That would cost you 28,800 Stellar Jades. That is the equivalent of 30 starring Memory of Chaos within 2 whole years. You would have to end up 30 starring for 2 whole years.
That is insane.
With Silver in order to kind of like pay off that fund and justify that. Yes? Now, say for example, you don't go 180 wishes, you only go like 90 wishes, and you ended up winning the 50-50. That's still going to be a whole year worth of level, or getting 30 stars on Memory of Chaos.
That's not even including the chance of you getting luck and getting it early. But that's only for, that doesn't happen for everyone, including myself.
In order to pay off that fund. Now, I want to keep reiterating here, this is only if Memory of Chaos is in your line of sight, and that's your end game goal at the moment. Currently, that is for me, because this is the only kind of content left in Honkai Star Rail at the moment after completing almost everything else.
I really hope they add more in-game content and not do a Genshin where they don't. I really, really hope they add something.
So I would need to start 30 starring today if I wanted to 30 starring today over the course of a year in order to pay off the funds that I spent on silver if I'm only getting silver just for Memory of Chaos. Now, within that 1 year time cycle, there's going to be new characters that come out, new 5-star characters, 4-star characters they give out for free, stuff like that, etc. And that will help boost you'll be able to level up your account as well. Most people are under leveled fighting the Memory of Chaos. We don't have relics. We're not even level 80 yet, etc. Take all that into mind. Within a year time frame, even if I don't get silver for the sole purpose of applying that weakness onto the enemy like I wanted to, I'll still be able to get multiple units that come out that will help boost my account and help clear
a hell of a lot further
so I just
for
wanted
later
to throw
on.
that out there for anyone who else is in the same boat and you're like, yeah, I wanted to get silver because I wanted to clear Memory of Chaos to help progress on MOC to floor 10. Just keep that in mind. The amount of Stellar Jades you're going to be spending and the amount of Stellar Jades you will be earning back in Memory of Chaos for that. Now, this logic could technically apply to pretty much any single character, which is why I firmly believe rolling for characters that you personally enjoy in the game and not just rolling for a character for the sole purpose of trying to clear Memory of Chaos quicker, because even though you will be able to clear it quicker, in the long term, it's still going to cost like a year's worth to pay that back off, if I'm making any sense right now. I'm only using this logic with like Genshin Impact. So Genshin Impact also has something very similar to Memory of Chaos. It's called Spiral Abyss. Floors 9 through 12 end up resetting, and they have like level 100 enemies. You end up getting their premium currency called Primo Gems that you can use on wishing for limited character banners and weapon banners and all that type of stuff. I've been able to actually 36-star that Abyss with only like 4-star characters or the free characters they've handed out. No 5 stars required. So
the problem is at the moment there isn't enough free characters to be able to do that. Because there's March, Donhan, the MC, the new 4-star that we're getting, Yukong, the Quantum character, Natasha. Is that all? You still need 2 characters to be able to fill out a team for both sides. So, at the moment, that isn't very viable. But that said, the game it literally came out just a couple of weeks ago, a month ago, I think. So, yeah.
I believe Honkai Star Rail, within time, at least before a year's worth of time, you will be able to also 30-star Memory of Chaos without worrying about rolling for characters that you might just want to use for that one sole purpose. I believe firmly rolling for characters that you enjoy, like Zila or Jing Yuan or any Blade, any other character that comes out in the future, regardless of any of that, you'll be able to still 30-star the Memory of Chaos. Alright, I feel like I've been rambling on for quite a bit now. This video is supposed to be more on the chill side. I just wanted to open my brain and give my thoughts on the whole situation for silver and just explain my thought process in case anyone else was also in the same boat and you're pulling for the same exact reasons as I was going to be pulling for. I'm personally not sure where I still stand at the moment. At the end of the day, like I said, this is your experience. This is a game at the end of the day. Play to have fun. So if you do want to roll for characters, make sure that is the top priority in your eyes, because rolling for just things like Memory of Chaos might end up hurting you in the long run. I've seen way too many people quit gacha games because of that, because they didn't really roll for the characters they wanted to roll for the fun factor, and they rolled for characters that they thought they desperately
needed. That is the problem.
Etc. Stuff like that. As a content
but I don't see her being any fun.
I'm not sure where I stand as
if you get lucky, and you don't have a guaranteed pull on the abundance character coming, but if you get lucky and you get him, and then you get Blade as well, that would be a very fun team, a lot funner if you compare it to just getting Silver Wolf. Granted, that does mean you get lucky on your 50-50s. I really hope I do. If I don't, I have a guaranteed Blade, and I mean, wow, yay. But then that means I have to fucking get lucky and pull a Bailu, because I will need a fucking healer. I desperately would need another healer. But if I get lucky with the luocha and not lucky with Blade, like, I'm not gonna be upset Like I will be, but it's going to be eh. Because then you could always just use the 4-star lightning destruction character. I mean, he's kind of still good. The problem is just that there isn't enough healers to be able to like compensate for his him taking his HP away. That is the biggest problem with it. That we just don't have enough healers, or people just don't have Bailu and Natasha, because you need both teams to have like a healer to like be confidently like try and clear something without having to take multiple tries. That is the problem. So as he said, oh no, there's still lots to go. Okay, sorry.
As a free-to-play content creator at that, I do stream over on Twitch every single day. It would be nice to be able to roll for every single character and just show them off for content's sake. But I am in a situation, because of being free to play, I need to try and pick and choose which characters I roll for and which characters I don't roll for, at least in the early game of Honkai Star Rail, because Stellar Jades are limited and they are scarce. So I'm a little halfway in, right? I'm like 20 wishes into the in the banner.
I haven't wished on the banner since I got genuine. I'm hoping that I get lucky and I get a 5-star early. That is my hope, because if I do and I miss the 50-50, I would hopefully still have enough to get another 5-star. Hopefully. If I do, it's up to luck. But my hope is I get very fucking like a 5-star on, let's say, my first 10 pull, and I get it very early. That would be my hope. That if I do miss it, at least I will still have just enough to get a 5-star again. That is my hope. If I don't and I do miss him, I'm still gonna get Blade, because I do need a DPS character, like like other than Sushang, and yes, Genuine does do like very decent. Oh fuck! Sorry if I smacked my mic. Like if you guys heard anything. Like I do hope I get like a main DPS character very soon, because my only one is Sushang. I haven't built up my Donghan at all. I haven't built up Hook for a hell of a while. I used it like in the early game, but other than that, it got too expensive leveling everybody up, so I had to like cut off some characters here and there. But that is the hope, that I get both luocha and Blade. If I only get one of them, it's fine. Hopefully, if I do miss my 50-50, I get someone like Welt or the ice character. Fuck, I don't know his name. As long as it, like, I really do want Himiko, just to like have her, because she is a mommy. But I probably will not use her because her damage is bad. I hope it's not another light cone, because I got I got 2 of Bronya's light cones, and I mean, like, yay! I got 2 of those light cones, and I mean, it's actually quite good, because now both teams in the Memory of Chaos is going to have like 2 crack fucking support characters that does give energy recharge, that does let the next character taking action get a 30% increase in damage, that does regenerate a skill point if you use her ult, well, their ult. So that is very fucking good. But overall, I do hope it's a fucking character. Either Welt or the Ice Dude or Japard. Those are the 3 characters I'm actually hoping for. Or Bailu. Fuck, I forgot Bailu. Those are the 4 characters I'm hoping for. If I get a Lycon, I'm going to be very fucking sad. I really will be very fucking sad.
Like 60 wishes away from getting my pity for silver. I'll probably do a couple of pulls, right? Like 10, 20, 30 wishes on the day of. See if I end up getting her. If not, it's all good. We get some Dawn Hung Constellations or Eidolons. But I do need to try and decide, right? I can't roll for everyone, so apologies if I am not rolling for your favorite character in Honkai Star Rail. It's gonna happen. It's bound to happen. I do think Silver could be a phenomenal rerun character if I do end up passing on her because of the more character options. But like I said, there are two
I
sides
would have
to
healed
that.
over there.
You could look at that as a good potential rerun.
Yeah, I
or
would
you
have
could
fucking
look at
healed.
it
Oh, there
as,
we go.
well, now my account already has all these other characters. I might not want her for the weakness break anymore. I'm going to leave it open-ended for the end of this video. Let me know your thoughts down below. I apologize if this video is long. If you didn't make it to the end of the video, just leave me a comment. Let me know if you guys are rolling or if you guys are skipping. I thank you guys very much for your time in watching this video. Best of luck to any of you guys out there who are wishing for silver when the banner ends up dropping. Join us over on Twitch. Ask us any questions. We are live every day. And I will catch you guys next time.
Even I honestly don't see her being such a fun character as is, because all you're doing is either adding a weakness, but later on that's going to fall off, so that won't happen as much, and debuffing. I mean, you don't get excited when you debuff an enemy. You get excited when you see massive damage numbers. Granted, that does come from characters like Pila and obviously Silver debuffing enemies, so you can see those massive numbers. But overall, don't see her being that fun in the first place, aside from her voice lines to her just like character model. Other than that, I don't think she's gonna be that fucking fun. I honestly don't. So let me know if you guys are still gonna pull for her. If you guys do get lucky and you are able to get like 2 5-stars, let me know. I would that would be so fucking sick. If you guys have a clip of it, please, I want to see it. Like DM me on like Twitter or whatever. I would love to see your guys' reaction if you guys get a double 5-star. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys are gonna do, and see you guys next time.